Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My thing just said storage low. My phone? Get over it. So today's video, as you saw by the title, we'll be doing 3 looks with 3 palettes. These are the Alter Ego eyeshadow palettes. If you guys haven't heard of them, whatever, we're talking about all the juicy tea. But first, if you guys like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, let's just get started. So for those of you who don't know, Alter Ego is a dupes brand. I don't know if they pride themselves on making dupes, because I would, but I don't know, like obviously, you know, copyright and stuff like that, you don't know how much trouble they can get in for just being like, I don't know. But they haven't gotten that much trouble, apparently. What I believe happened, there was a brand a long time ago that I believe it was the Alter Ego changed into, that they had a bunch of dupes for a bunch of palettes, like hundreds of palettes, like the most famous, like, you know, Anastasia palettes, Urban Decay, like all the whole nine. And I believe like that website, either something had happened, it didn't do very well or something like that, they didn't make money, so they shut down. And then Alter Ego sprung up. So I believe that that's how like Alter Ego was born, but I'm not sure 100%, so don't quote me on it, but whatever. Either way, Alter Ego does dupes. And the 3 palettes that I have here are all dupes for Natasha Denona eyeshadow palettes. You guys know Natasha Denona is so expensive. And for me, I don't even miss them because I have these palettes here. And if I want a palette, you know, color scheme that bad, I will get the Alter Ego version because I know they'll come out with one and I don't need to spend an arm and a leg. So I have 3 here. I have the Aurora. Well, the first one, let me start with the first one that I got. I believe I got these at the same time, actually. I got Aurora and Goddess, but the one that I've used most is Goddess here. It's the one that I'm wearing on my eyes today. You will see a look for sure. The packaging, they all have the same kind of like smooth consistency. I don't know how to explain it. This one has more designs though on the front. So pretty. Obviously the Goddess, like, yes please. So stunning. It does have a mirror. It bends all the way back. And here's the palette here. It has your browns, your neutrals, and then your pops of blues. The neutral, the shimmers in here, very neutral, except for obviously the blue one, but even then, I'm wearing it on the lid today, and you can settle that down if you want to, if you don't want something too crazy. It's not super dramatic, which is why I like this palette so much. I feel like it's versatile. You can do something a little bit more natural with that, like a pretty, like, beautiful lid. You can do something very Goddess-esque, basically, and I truly love that. I've clearly used and abused it. These palettes do get really dirty very fast because some of the shades, like some of the shimmers, have a lot of, like, I don't want to say they're crumbly or anything like that, but they have a lot of like fallout to them, which I don't even have any fallout on my face. Actually, I do have a little bit from this inner corner shade here, but it really depends on the shade, and it's not too much. Like for me, it's worth it. I don't know how to explain it, and I've had plenty of other palettes that have fallout and stuff like that. It just, you spray your brush, make sure you spray your brush, or you use a finger. I use a finger in the inner corner, and I think that that's what, like, it just hit like a bunch weird because my fingers are so fat. But use a wet brush, anything like that, and you're good to go. Like, this is solvable. Either way, so scrumptious, so stunning. Love this palette. Honestly haven't even used all the shades in here. I've used most of them, but like these two just haven't been used. Wow, these two have not been used, but you know, whatever. Love this palette, so good. And then we have the Aurora palette. Oh, let me go through some of my favorite shade names in this one. We have Athena, True Queen, Pandora, Artemis. Who else is Hera? Know her. Juno. I know her. She's the Roman version of one of the Greek gods. I don't know which one though. Maybe it's just Hera? I don't know. Luna. Apparently Cassandra's a goddess, which some of these I don't know, like Valkyrie. Gia, I know. Iris, I believe I know. Venus. These I know, but I love that. I love the names. So much fun. And I'm like, I want to wear Athena today. You know, like a baddie. Now, Aurora, obviously so pretty, like the name, the palette, everything very angelic, very stunning. Like it really calls you to it. These aren't like raised. The other one, they're not necessarily raised, but you can tell that it's like a pattern on there. This, you couldn't feel the pattern. You can't feel the pattern, but which is totally fine. I'm just trying to give you out the juicy tea. Another mirror does bend all the way backwards. This one is a complete like 360 from the other one, which is why I keep them. I love them all so much. Complete 360 here. We have bright, fun colors, lots of them, and lots of different like, you know, fiery tones, your deep berries, like you have lots of options. This shade right here, so freaking stunning, so pretty. It's the shade Dawn. I love this palette so freaking much. This one I've used probably the least, and it's just because you can see the color scheme is very out there, very, very bold. But again, the way they did this, I think, is so nice. Obviously, you know, Natasha Denona done did it. I think this is the Natasha Denona like sunrise, sunset palette or something like that. But either way, I think I like that they stayed true to that first of all. But I also, I really like that, what is the word? You have fun looking at this palette, and I enjoy that. The names are so much fun. Radiance, Sunburst, Nova, Ray, Flare, Brilliance, Star, Soul, Twilight, Cosmic, Dawn, Stellar, like Shine. There's just so much fun, and I love that. I love the palette. I love the what is the word? I didn't say this about the first one, but they're both obviously the same size. I like the compact to them. There's a lot of shades in here. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 shades in here, but it's very, very compact, and it's like you're not feeling like you're carrying around this huge palette. They're very nice. They are the same size, the 3 that I have. So it's really nice because like my OCD loves that. And then the last one that I have here, the newest one to my collection, I believe they came out with one more after this, and I think I wanted it for a while. I didn't get it, but, or was this that one? I don't know. I gotta do some more research on them. This is the Canyon eyeshadow palette, like so freaking cute. This background, I just can't stop staring at it. So stunning, so mesmerizing. Again, a mirror bends all the way backwards, and this one is the most neutral, everyday kind of palette. This is one you don't have to think when you use. You just put on one in the crease, one on the lid, and you're good to go. It's nothing super dramatic. For me, honestly, if you want something real spicy, I would go for the shade Desert Moon because she's like real delicious. It's so beautiful and like holographic on the eyes. She's one of my favorite shades ever. So if you're going to spice it up, go for that shade. I think this is a Plateau. I don't know how to say that. This one too has a little bit of holographic, but I don't wear that one as much just because it's a little bit orangey, whatever. It's just personal preference. But the other tones in here, the lid shades, so stunning, so beautiful. Obsessed. These are like Mule, Desert Sun, Russet, Scorch, Sear, Cougar, Rust, Rattlesnake, Coyote, Earth, Desert Moon. Like, they're very, like, earthy, obviously, Canon kind of shades. Love this palette, too. So good. Definitely, like, got the most use out of this one just because it's the most neutral, but I love them all so much. Formula is consistent throughout all of them. They do have those shades. There are a couple shimmer shades. You'll find them once you get it that are a little bit chunkier. They're a little bit thicker. They're not as creamy and smooth. Honestly, again, spray your brush. You can make it work. But honestly, if you don't want to, you don't have to use them because it's not every single shimmer. All the shimmers vary from like different. Some of them have like a little bit of shimmer. Some of them are super like metallic, beautiful. Some of them are just shimmery. You know, they do have a variety, and I love that because you can just really have fun with these palettes. The blend mats are across the board so good. They're very blendable. They're very smooth. You can build them up. They're not too crazy. They're not too pigmented. Like even the blue on my lower lash line was just so easy. I just took I took a small brush and a little bit of the shadow and just lightly went, and it's just so easy, so smooth, so creamy. It didn't get out of hand, and I find that all the palettes across the board, the mattes are amazing. The shimmers, again, they're smooth, they're creamy. The ones that are like, you know, that like nice, just like even the lid shade I have on, just very nice and smooth. This one does have a lot of like glitters in it, but it's not loose. They're not like falling all over my face. But it's a little bit thicker. There are just the ones like, I'm trying to think of what a good example one. Yeah, this one. In this palette here, the shade Coyote is a little bit chunky. I don't know if you can tell. Whereas the shade Cliff right here is just very smooth. And you can see the difference there. This one's just a little bit thicker. But again, if you don't like that, you don't have to use it because it's not the entire palette. Oh! Enough said. I always go back and forth. I'm like, do I declutter them? I don't use them a lot because, you know, the other two are very specific. This one, I have so many neutral palettes. I have so many palettes in general, but then I always keep them, and I'm so glad that I did. And I'm going to expand this collection. I'm about to, like, after I'm done filming, I'm about to go look on Alter Ego's website again because I love their palettes so much. I do. And they're so good. You can't go wrong, honestly. If you have anything against dupes, get over it. Or this is not the channel for you. I'm a strong dupe lover because honestly, you know, if someone's doing it just as good or so good for a fraction of the cost, then obviously the people who are not and who are doing it like for these expensive prices, they're gypping you. Obviously, they're gypping you. And I don't want to I don't want my freaking $100,000 palette to look as beat up as this, which is gonna look because I'm gonna use it obviously. And I don't want to spend $150 on it and it to like, you know, get like this. This one bends on the way back, the Natasha ones don't. This one does have a mirror, so like, you know, it just, to me, why not get the dupe, you know? So I know people have a it's a taboo topic. People have their opinions. I understand. you know, if you love Alter Ego, definitely let me know down below. Right, guys, I really hope you enjoyed my 3 looks here. Again, I said it before, I love these palettes. I think they are so good, and I think you cannot go wrong. Definitely try them. One of my favorite, I gotta try one of their brush sets, because even my favorite brush, like one of my favorite brushes is the Alter Ego 3 brush. I know you can't, I believe you can't get the singles anymore. They only come in a set now, but I love this brush too. So, you know, they're the brand, the website, the whole 9. Go take a peek-sies. I'll have the link down below. Definitely give her some attention. You know, I love the brand, and I will definitely keep purchasing from them. So, yes, that is it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.